I always say when I receive awards like this, they mean even more to me than when I receive any type of music award from MTV, BET, any Oscars. When you get rewarded for, your charity work and what you do for the community, it means a lot more to me. So first and foremost, thank you very, very much. And I see my songs were so dirty they could only play the instrumentals. That's how you do me? Finally, I'm extremely honored to meet a room full of people who care just as much and use just as much hand sanitizer as I do in my everyday life. Thank you to all the doctors in here who use hand sanitizer. My management, they were starting to think I was obsessed and crazy. Now they know I'm not crazy. That's what I'm talking about. I definitely want to say that I heard how long the previous awardees' speeches were over the past years. I heard about Chris Rock's wife, like 30-minute speech. You don't have to worry about that from me this evening. I'm gonna keep it brief and say what's on my heart and what's on my mind. I definitely want to thank all of the students in here and definitely all of the board for giving me this award, and I greatly appreciate it and want you to understand that I'm probably just as inspired and motivated by you as you are motivated and inspired by me. And I had a long talk with Dr. Malkin over there, and he was telling me about some of the breakthroughs that the students are working on and some of the breakthroughs that have already happened. And I'm amazed at some of the things that I heard. I don't even know if I can talk about some of them are top secret. But I kept thinking to myself, maybe I can somehow invest in some of this stuff so I can quit rapping and quit music, and I can just become a millionaire for the rest of my life and I'll be good. Thank you, Soledad. O'Brien, you made me feel like family ever since the first time I met you. And I think that anybody who gets a chance to meet Soledad, you get that impression. You just automatically feel like, we've known you for years. So thank you for that. It's a very special recognition, and definitely all the Morehouse School of Medicine Board of Directors. I want to thank you. I'd also like to recognize and thank Sally Davis and Kim Washington for working with my publicist Barry to make this evening happen. So y'all make some noise for them, because I wouldn't be up here. I also want to thank those people in the audience for being so supportive of Soledad's efforts to get the word out regarding those that are disenfranchised and locked out of the American dream. Soledad, you are a true champion of truth and dedication to providing a voice to the voiceless. And thank you for being you. I feel like America has a great promise, but it's a promise unfulfilled. Not everyone gets an equal chance at it, and some may never get a chance at all. And not everyone believes that tomorrow can be better than today, or that the promise is even meant for them at all. In my opinion, it's not right that with all of our resources, every citizen is not afforded the opportunity to be the best that they can possibly be if they want. Opportunity to be your best. That is a promise that's fulfilled. And I strive every single day to be my best. And I know that Soledad was asking me earlier, how I got my team together. Well, for those that don't know, I know Kevin just said Chris Love up there. You all know that I came from the radio station here in Atlanta, Georgia. But I was really young. I was like 17, 18 years old when I started working there. And I just remember, it's me being young and just wanting to have fun and just loving that I was working at a radio station and doing what I really love to do. And they came to me and said, in order to work here, you are required to do a certain amount of hours of community service each and every week. So I'm like, this isn't jail, this is a job. I'm like, why do I have to do, I kept thinking, why do I have to do community service? So at that time, I was extremely ignorant to how great of an opportunity it was, because when I actually got a chance to, being a local celebrity and going to halfway houses and going and visiting children in hospitals was probably the best thing that could have ever happened in my life, because I noticed how I affected these young people and just how I made a difference in their lives. And that is why you know about the Ludacris Foundation today. That's why I started the Ludacris Foundation, because they planted the seed The Ludacris Foundation was formally established in December of 2001, right after I left the radio station, to make a difference in the lives of youth, families, and communities throughout the United States. We inspire youth through education and memorable experiences to live their dreams, thereby uplifting families, communities, and fostering economic development. We have 3 key program focus areas. I call them the 3 L's. It's leadership and education, Ludacris, and living healthy. First and foremost, the leadership and education. It's preparing the youth to be successful with an emphasis on why education matters and in making a lifelong difference. Ludacris is ensuring that communities and its residents know that we care about them. Whether it was Hurricane Katrina or the Atlanta floods, we were always there and working hands-on. Living health, we talked about that earlier, is geared towards youth to learn about healthy eating, to address issues like nutritional health and childhood obesity, and to provide preventative health services and education to undeserved youth. We help young people achieve their dreams through the encouragement of the principles of success, and we aim to show young people in America that they are the builders of their future. Since 2001, the Ludacris Foundation has donated well over $2 million to support organizations that work to help families and communities. Our programs and support initiatives have directly impacted thousands upon thousands of lives, and what I'm more proud of is the fact that, like I said earlier, we have over 10,000 hours of invested hands-on service. So I take pride in the fact that I'm there doing these things and not just cutting checks and let everybody else do the work. So thank you for being recognized today. I want to thank each and every one of you one more time for lending a hand. It would not be possible without your help. And in closing, I could not do the things that I do without the help from my team at the Ludacris Foundation. I want to thank my management, Ebony's son over here. I have my radio partner that started with me, Ramona DeBro, in the house this evening. I definitely want to thank my mother, who is the president of my foundation, and it wouldn't run the way it runs without her. Kim Hutchins, Candace Dickens, of course, Barry Florence, and of course, when I say my mom, people always ask me why I'm so grounded. It's probably because I'm a 34-year-old man, and my mom was still trying to take out a belt and whoop my ass. So thank you to my mother, thank you Soledad and the Morehouse School of Medicine. Greatly appreciate this honor.
We're getting close to the end, and I just want to say I hope you all have enjoyed this evening. I hope you all have felt inspired, as we all are at Morehouse School of Medicine, to first of all have the opportunity to partner and have programs like Community Voices, but also to partner with foundations